to show the install of the Kawasaki RIDGE mount. It's going to go behind the door, so you're going to take off this upper inner door panel all the way around and expose your inner frame. You can see the blue tape with the black line. That is a 4.5 inch distance from this hole, so you're going to place the whole entire tape measure into the pocket here, and you can see that line is right around 4.5. That's the ideal location that we've designed the mount for, so you can make mark or line up your bracket once it goes on. So the bracket is going to slide behind the rail here, and then it wedges up on top of it, and you hold it in place. And then you're going to use the back bracket with 4 M6 by 35 millimeter screws. All right, so once you have the 4 bolts in, you can see we're still below the line, so leaving it just snug enough. We're going to just adjust that up to the line, right about right. Perfect. And we'll tighten her back up. All right, so once we have this lined up, what you're going to do is you're going to use the 2 holes in the mount as your drill guide for actually all of them. So if you're going to use a 5/16 drill bit, go through the plastic and then clean it up with a razor blade or so forth. And then if you're using a prism, you will drill out the 5/8 hole here through. This is a 0.7 inch hole, so you got clearance. For spectrums and sawtooths, you can use a 1/4 inch or use the whole size. Either way, we'll show you that mount in a sec. All right, so we're going to drill the 5/8 hole. We're going to use a Forstner bit. You can do a center punch hole and then drill from the outside with a step drill, or however you feel are capable of doing it. All right, now we got our 5/8 hole here, so we can send any of our wires for our mirrors through. We have the holes drilled. Go ahead and send your bolts through. These are M8 by 25s. And then it's going to line up to your DC001 or your universal bracket. You bolt that on, and then we'll be able to fish the wire for the mirror later. All right, we're going to show the wiring path for the mirrors, the Sector 7 mirrors, onto the Kawasaki RIDGE. You're going to run the wire through the mount. It's going to go down the door. You're going to take all the bolts off the door panel, and you can wedge your arm down. And you're going to run the wire through this stock loop here, and you're going to need to leave just an extra amount for the mirror to be able to pivot and not pinch the wiring.